I've always thought the dean has to be one of the hardest jobs to walk into, especially if you're not used to an academic environment. You have to deal with interpersonal things, subject matters that you may or may not be as familiar with, fundraising, the operations. I'm not asking you to evaluate yourself, but like, if you had to say like what are the three or four most important traits of a good, effective dean, what would they be, and like how did you strategize to prepare for all the different things that were happening?
Well, I'll just observe that I think being a publisher was the best preparation I could have had. I had come up, through the newsroom, starting as a reporter, working my way up, but I was a publisher for the longest period of time, and as publisher, you're over all operations. So I had to learn about the press room, I had to learn about delivery, I had to learn sales. The advertising department reported to me, so there was that fundraising, if you will, piece of it. I had a lot of stakeholder groups. There was the community, there was our corporate stakeholder group, and then there were my colleagues, the organization that I had the obligation to lead. And so it felt analogous to a dean's role. Now, obviously my blind spot was not having an academic background. In fact, when the recruiter called me, I called the provost to say, "Are you serious? You would really consider someone who hasn't come up through the academy?" And he said that he and then President Bernie Matcham were very serious because of all the changes that were occurring in the industries and disciplines represented at this college. And I'm obviously very biased because I've enjoyed the role so much, but I do think my professional experience in a role like publisher was good preparation.